Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for the Test Automation Day online mobile testing. My name is Ashwini Sathe, and I'm the product marketing manager here at Sauce Labs. And it's my real pleasure to welcome you all to a great lineup of sessions today. As we're here to talk about all things mobile testing, let's begin by getting a sense of the mobile landscape, really. In 2020, 218 billion mobile apps were downloaded by consumers to their connected devices. And this is a straight 55% increase from the numbers recorded in 2026. There are around 5.27 billion unique mobile phone users in the world as of April 2021, and a good 92.8% users are accessing the internet via mobile devices. Now, these numbers tell us a story, which is that mobile phones and applications have really become an integral part of our business and our personal lives today, whether it's shopping, banking, just browsing. With our need to connect, find information, and make our lives easier, we are increasingly turning to mobile applications. And this therefore underlines why it's becoming even more critical for businesses to build seamless apps and deliver customer experiences that never disappoint. So as a technology company, that's where Sauce Labs' purpose and vision really comes in. And it is to create the world of digital confidence. And today, due to the reality of the world we live in, consumers are increasingly moving towards, online channels. And that's what's driving companies to sort of respond and rapidly transform into digital businesses, so they can interact better through with their customers through these digital channels. And we often hear of the term, digital experiences, but when we say digital confidence, it means much more than that. It means that you know that you're creating and delivering the best possible experiences for your customers. It means that your software looks, functions, and performs exactly as intended before your customers ever interact, no matter the device they're using, the browser or the OS. And it means that your customers trust that your web and mobile apps work flawlessly every single time. And these aspects really define how Sauce Labs is helping businesses really differentiate in the market by building digitally confident organizations, that can create and translate that confidence among their customers. So with that purpose and vision, how do we see the future of test? Testing has been and it continues to be a very key component of the software development life cycle. And today we are seeing more and more personas getting involved with testing, be it developers, business analysts, and sort of sharing that responsibility of quality, right? So it's becoming important to enable practitioners with the right agile testing tools and enabling the technology owners to get their testing right. So companies can really take better decisions around risk and innovation and refocus their budget towards unlocking new revenue streams. And let's understand this a little more, as speed of delivery is becoming critical, and we hear that again and again from our customers, right? That's what's driving a change in how companies are approaching quality. In the past, we're spending more time in supporting and fixing bugs, and on the technical end, focusing more on managing and reducing technical debt. So we could really minimize the negative impact of bugs on customer experiences. But as we now look into the future of test, organizations are thinking more about features. How do we continue to innovate and build new features, enhance existing functionalities? And on the technical end, the focus is moving from, just tech debt towards architectural innovation. And really that is helping companies to deliver better quality products at increased velocity. So Sauce Labs is helping organizations to really swap that tech debt for innovation. And for that, we are offering some key benefits like reduced time to market or have that continuity of bug ownership or improved time to resolution and really optimizing the dev and QA workflows. Now, coming to tech owners, as we all have seen this, the shift left model and the traditional quality model. And as testing is shifting left and it's shifting right, and as new tools and frameworks are emerging, dev and test are being increasingly brought closer together by organizations, so that testing can be weaved throughout all the stages of the SDLC and it does not remain a bottleneck, right? And with this change, the technical owners now are looking about, how they can really leverage this broader set of tools and position better for the future without really disrupting their existing workflows, and how they can bring more flexibility of collaboration, and get unified visibility for not just front end, but also back end quality. Similarly, as we talk about the practitioners, right, as we are extending the Sauce Labs platform, we are constantly focusing on how we allow practitioners now who are really increasingly having a bigger say in which tools an org subscribes to, to allow them to do more in less time. So you're talking about managing your time and effort required to execute your manual exploratory tests all the way to your automated tests. And really this includes everything from improving your release velocities by empowering every persona so that essentially anybody could be a developer or anybody could be a tester, and getting the detailed reporting and feedback from your production back into your dev stages, and proactive debugging so that you can catch bugs even before they get into production. And this is what brings us to an interesting topic of, risk and reward, which really has these three aspects of speed, cost, and trust. And now, testing bottlenecks, as we all know, can really slow down our release cycles. But when we get it right, we can not only just deliver better products, but we can bring them to market faster, giving us a huge competitive edge. Now, in terms of the cost, research has shown us that cost of a bug goes up based on how far down the SDLC it's found. So fixing bugs post releases could be 100 times more expensive, but the reward is increased revenue on the other side, right? Similarly with trust, which is not often easy to measure, right? Um, if we really deliver great experiences, we can turn our customers into loyalists and advocates, and that is really in turn going to help us build that trust with a broader user base. So the next slide, what you see is really, the business impact that companies are going to see who get the speed, cost, trust right, and for those who struggle. We see that 25% of customers will abandon a brand just after one bad experience, or 44% of customers decrease or stop spending altogether after a bad experience. On the positive side, customers with good experiences will spend 140% more than customers who had a poor past experience. Now, these metrics are significant and they just reinstate the importance of digital confidence. As we just saw, the stakes are definitely high, and therefore that lands us to where Sauce Labs come in. How have we designed the platform so that you can not only get the breadth of test coverage and also the right signals to get complete visibility so you can fix your failures fast. So what you see here at the top is the different kind of applications we cover. There's web, there's mobile, there's SaaS apps, and that API layer that sits across. In terms of testing, we cover both manual and automated testing, and we really have expanded our platform this year to now support low-code tests in test SaaS apps such as Salesforce. With our scriptless testing platform, Autonomic, you can also perform your web services and API tests with our API Fortress platform. And of course, we are hugely excited to have Test Ferry now in our kitty to offer you the mobile beta testing capabilities that we'll talk more in detail shortly. At the bottom, what you see is the outcomes the teams will achieve, including everything from team analytics, test insights, end-to-end visual testing, performance, MUSM, cross-browser and device testing. And all of this is surrounded by the enterprise level security and the technical expertise and support that you need to really manage that risk and ensure that you're getting the most value out of your investment. Now, these are some great examples of how customers have benefited with our continuous testing platform. Walmart Global Tech moved from manual tests to around over 50K automated tests that were run per day. They leveraged our mobile real device cloud, MUSIM, and cross-browser testing solutions. And there are financial institutions like Charles Schwab and PW Bank who definitely have stringent regulatory compliances to meet. They trust our platform and have seen significant improvement. As in case of Charles Schwab, they saw 50% reduction in bugs, and PW Bank saw 60x faster deployments. And these are just some examples. Now, if you visit saucelabs.com, you will read a lot more customer stories across different industry verticals, which might be more relevant to you, right? As we've talked about this bigger umbrella of testing, let's dive a little bit more into mobile testing. So as we know, developing and testing mobile apps is definitely more complex than web apps. Now, there are various reasons to it, right? Mobile is remote by definition. So problems on mobile devices during testing and in production, they really happen away from developers, which makes debugging difficult. Now, there is a massive variability in devices, and this is definitely more prominent for Android. And adding to that, there's the operating systems, the form factors, which really mandates, us testing across a wide range of devices. Similarly, mobile teams would also need to account for the environmental considerations, be it location, network, user mobility, receptions. And this is what really makes mobile testing very resource and time intensive. Also, once your apps are ready, if there is no streamlined distribution platform, mobile developers often find it hard to really get the right versions of their mobile applications in the hands of the right users and really understand how users are experiencing their apps. So all these factors really make digital confidence in mobile more complex. Now, how is Sauce Labs really addressing these challenges? As we just covered on the platform slide, we offer the complete ecosystem of solutions, including desktop automation, visual regression testing, this new test frameworks which developers can use and really work in the frameworks of their choice. There's API testing, low-code testing that your teams will benefit from. But let me talk a little bit about our mobile solutions here, and a lot of our customers are really familiar with this. So with our real device cloud, what we're really offering is that instant access you need to the most extensive range of Android and iOS devices, for both live as well as automated testing. And we're covering various use cases to help you validate your app behavior for real world scenarios and account for those environmental considerations, right? Be it hardware dependency, GPS, courier networks, so that you can be more confident, before your users really use those apps. Similarly, with our mobile emulator and simulator offerings, we're helping you really economically scale test automation, and it's early in your development cycle, right? That's when you need that scale and that frequent testing. It supports high parallelization, and it's really optimized for your CI workflows because it's easy to provision. And finally, this year, we're really excited to add TestFerry, our mobile beta testing platform, to a line of mobile solutions. Now, this offers key capabilities, including, you can distribute your iOS and Android apps, and you can really do in-app bug reporting and a lot more. And you'll hear about this in an upcoming session. So with the addition of TestFerry, today we offer the broadest mobile testing solution because we're covering the entire breadth of mobile use cases, including edge cases, which developers need to account for. So we are continuing to serve the QA and SDET personas who definitely need a lot more complete visibility into the complete mobile application quality, and then on also better serve developers who are keen to get that real user feedback once their beta applications are ready. So that's kind of how we would summarize our mobile testing solution and how we are really helping you address those challenges. So as we close, I want to leave you all with this. What our customers are really expecting is reliable experiences across every touch point. And we all, as consumers of software products today, expect software that just works. Now, this is simple and yet a very powerful statement, which every digital organization should deeply care about.